Ashley shivered. The old house loomed. Shadows stretched from the tall windows. Sigma House, her new home. "Don't be scared," a girl with bright eyes smiled. "I'm Sarah. Welcome to Sigma." Ashley tried to smile back. Inside, the house felt colder, darker. A grandfather clock chimed. Midnight. "Come on," Sarah laughed, leading her up the creaky stairs. "I'll show you to your room." Ashley's room was at the end of the hall. A musty smell hung in the air. She unpacked her things, trying to ignore the feeling in her stomach. Something wasn't right. Days passed, each one blending into the next. Ashley tried to fit in, attending every event and making an effort to be social. The other girls seemed nice, always laughing and chatting. But the house, it was always watching, its old walls holding secrets. One night, Ashley woke to a whisper, her name softly spoken, as if carried by the wind. She sat up in bed, straining to hear more. Silence filled the room. "Just the wind," she whispered to herself, pulling the covers tight around her. The next day, Ashley heard it again. A soft whisper coming from the walls, more distinct this time. This time she could have sworn it said, "Get out." The words echoed in her mind. Fear tightened in her chest, making it hard to breathe. She told Sarah about the whispers, hoping for some reassurance. Sarah just laughed. "It's probably just the pipes," she said dismissively. "This old house is full of quirks," she added, trying to ease Ashley's mind. But Ashley didn't believe her. The whispers felt too real, too intentional. Something was wrong. She could feel it deep in her bones, a sense of dread that wouldn't go away. One quiet afternoon, Ashley, while exploring the old mansion, stumbled upon a hidden room she had never seen before. Inside, the room was filled with dust-covered portraits that lined the walls, each one telling a story of its own. But one portrait stood out among the rest. It was a painting of a young girl with piercing blue eyes that seemed to stare directly into Ashley's soul. The girl looked so real, almost lifelike. Ashley could have sworn she saw the girl's eyes blink, just for a moment. Startled and intrigued, she ran down the hallway to get her friend Sarah, eager to show her the strange and mysterious portrait. But when they returned to the hidden room, the portrait was gone, leaving only an empty space on the wall. "There was a portrait here," Ashley insisted, pointing at the empty space where the painting had been just moments before. "A girl with blue eyes," she added, her voice filled with confusion and frustration. Sarah looked at her, concerned and puzzled by Ashley's insistence. "Ashley, there's no one in that portrait. It's always been empty," Sarah said, trying to calm her friend. Ashley's blood ran cold. She knew what she had seen, and it was no trick of the light. The house, with its eerie atmosphere and hidden secrets, seemed to be playing tricks on her mind, making her question her own reality. Section 4. The Séance. The whispers grew louder. Ashley couldn't sleep. She had to do something. She convinced the other girls to hold a séance. Maybe they could contact the ghost, find out what it wanted. They sat in a circle on the floor, holding hands. Ashley closed her eyes, her heart pounding. "Is anyone here?" she whispered into the darkness. A cold breeze swept through the room. The candles flickered, and then Ashley heard it. A voice, low and menacing. "Leave this place," the voice hissed, "while you still can." Section 5. Facing the Ghost. Terror gripped Ashley's heart. She opened her eyes, and then she screamed. Standing in the center of the circle was the girl from the portrait. Her blue eyes glowed with an eerie light. The other girls gasped in horror. They scrambled back, scattering the candles and plunging the room into darkness. Ashley stumbled to her feet. She had to escape. The ghost was real. She ran blindly through the house, the ghost's laughter echoing behind her. Finally, she burst out the front door into the safety of the night. Section 6. The Truth Revealed. Ashley never went back to Sigma House. The other girls moved out soon after, leaving behind a place that would forever be shrouded in mystery and fear. The house stood empty, a silent monument to its dark past. It became a local legend, a place where whispers of the supernatural and the sinister intertwined. Some say the ghost is still there, trapped within those old walls. The echoes of the past seem to linger, filling the empty rooms with an eerie presence, waiting, watching. But the truth is far more sinister. The real story behind Sigma House is not just about a ghost, but about the living who once inhabited it. Ashley wasn't running from the ghost that night. She was fleeing from something far more tangible and terrifying. She was running from the other girls. They were the real danger. Their intentions were far from innocent, and their actions were driven by a dark purpose. They had planned it all, the whispers, the disappearing portrait, the séance. Every detail was meticulously orchestrated to instill fear in Ashley. They wanted to scare Ashley away. But why? What was it that they were so desperate to hide? Because Ashley uncovered their secret. Sigma House held a dark history, one that the current residents were determined to keep hidden. Years ago, a girl named Sarah had died there under mysterious circumstances. Her death was never fully explained, and the truth was buried along with her. And now, the girls of Sigma House were determined to keep their secret buried, no matter the cost. They would go to any lengths to ensure that the past remained hidden and that no one, especially Ashley, would uncover the truth.